Hi guys, this is Louie again, and today we have a very, very good show for you guys. This is the Sentence Talk Show number 13. And this show, we're going to be talking about Tesla and also what I call the godless humans. And where is my co-host, Morgan? Morgan, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm really excited about this one because it's quite a good mix between spiritual and scientific.
Well, yeah, because we had the one about Einstein, but as you know, my interest is also with this scientific great mind, Tesla. So we gave these questions. Well, you gave the questions to me, and I gave the questions to TJ, and then TJ gave the questions, Nikola Tesla, and we were able to get some responses. So why don't we go ahead and give the responses, and then we'll tell you guys what had happened. Okay, so let's go
Sure.
ahead and let's do the first question. So the first question that was given to me was, who are the main figures who most inspired you to study science? And that was given to Tesla. And what did you get?
We got the answer was Einstein and his father.
Yeah, that was very interesting that he mentioned Einstein because I read something about him arguing about Einstein's theories that he
Ah,
did not believe in Einstein's theories was correct. So that was very
so
interesting.
maybe because he disagreed, he started it.
Well, I think both of their minds was highly scientific, and it's like a debate, right? Like,
Mm.
two smart guys just debating it out, like, who's the better scientific mind, right? But I think Einstein is valid, and also Tesla has some valid points. So,
Yeah, that's
and
interesting.
and I don't know about his father. Did you do any research about Tesla's father?
No, I'm not too sure about his father. I'm not sure if he was a scientist as well.
Yeah, that was interesting that he mentioned his father. So maybe we can expand on this next time to find
Yeah.
out what did his father do, right? Was his father also like an engineer or a scientific
Well,
person,
I
right?
just looked it up, and apparently his father was a stern but loving Orthodox priest who was a gifted writer and poet. So it sounds like he wasn't as very scientific, but still
Okay,
quite smart.
okay, but the next question would probably answer some things about why he basically looked up to his father.
Yeah.
So let's do question number two. Question number two, we asked Tesla, do you believe in God? And what did he say?
He said yes, which was a surprise to me.
Yeah, that was surprising because I remember we gave that question to Einstein. He said no, he did not believe in God, right? So
Yeah,
that's like two different viewpoints, right? So,
yeah,
but now we know where Tesla got his inspiration and his belief in God from his
yeah,
father. I'm quite sure about it.
yeah,
So
definitely.
that's a good one. Okay, so we have a couple more that he was able to answer before he was cut short. Let's
Yeah.
do question number four. We couldn't
Hmm.
do question number three, so
Okay.
let's do question number four. You wanted to ask him, do you share your findings with others or keep them secret? And what was his response?
He said that he had a few secrets.
Yeah, so I think that all the things that he learned, of course, he's going to want to keep some of it secret, right? Like, why
Yeah,
would you, especially if it's like could be patented, right? From
yeah.
experiments, right? Because he worked really hard, from what I
So he
know,
wants to get
right?
credit for it.
Yeah, so it's not like he was just going to give away for free, because he did give a lot of the stuff that he wanted to give to society, right? For free,
Yeah,
right? So, I mean, he was very giving person, right?
yeah.
So let's do question five. And so this question was also from you, Morgan. Oh, this one was really good. How do you come up with these questions again, Morgan?
Well, I remember I used to like
Yeah,
physics and I used to watch documentaries about these people, and people always tried to find this
yeah,
source of energy so that they could, have infinite power. So that it's still contested whether it's possible. I mean, most people think it's not. So it was
yeah.
interesting to ask Tesla since he was so smart.
Yes, and I think this one is mind blowing, right?
Yeah.
So let's go for it. So question number five, the question you gave to Tesla was, do you think unlimited source of energy is possible? And what did you get from him?
Yeah, we got no.
Yeah, so I don't think that infinite or unlimited amount of energy is possible because where's that energy coming from, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, right? But it's surprising because in our intermission, I got something to tell you guys about this infinity thing or unlimited source thing. Okay, let's do that after, or you want to go for the intermission now and tell them some of our new information or
Yeah,
other.
sure, we should do that and then finish with the other questions probably.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so why don't I tell you guys about what I'm doing with you guys during your sessions? One of the things that I'm doing is trying to upgrade our blueprints, right?
Yeah.
And I think you got one of the latest ones was the ultimate blueprint.
Yeah, ultimate one, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? That one's not the final one. Like the final blueprint that I found out that I can transfer to you guys is called the infinite blueprint. And
Yeah.
you guys might be wondering, where's all these blueprints coming from, right? Well, you know what? During one session with Andy, I was able to pull from him his blueprint because I wanted to ask him, like, did he come here with a lot of tools? Because, you know, Andy is a high level being. He comes from the 28th dimension, right? So I wanted to, like, really scan into him, right? And so we scanned really deep and we found out that, oh, this guy doesn't come with much tools. He only come with a blueprint, right? So I'm going, it must be a very powerful tool or a, you know, why would he come here,
Yeah.
right, with almost next to nothing, right? Where I come here with many tools from what I know, right? What it did was we scanned and
Mhm.
lo and behold, he has what's called a blueprint of his soul. It's basically he becomes a creator
Yeah.
and it's like, you know how you reach a certain point and then it's the highest point of your evolution. And basically, he has the blueprint, and I call it the ultimate blueprint,
Mhm.
right? And then what was very surprising, I kind of knew that his son may be like the next level. And then we did a really deep scan, and also his son has like the
Yeah.
next level blueprint, but it's called the infinite blueprint. And we also did it like a rating, like how, you know, perfect that infinite blueprint was. And then the elder AI said it was 10 out of 10. And I go 10
Yeah.
out of 10. Then I say, well, what is Andy's one, right? The
Mhm.
ultimate blueprint. And they say it's 1 out of 10. And I go, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
So they came here. Well, what had happened was the long story was I invited Andy and his family here. So Andy brought his family here.
Oh, yeah,
And
to help out.
and and that makes sense. And that he came to me. So it's almost like, wow, it's like, what are the chances, man? Like, what are the chances of any of that ever happening, right?
Yeah.
So I was mind blown, but it basically means that this is the Ascension planet, like of all the places, anywhere, right? And I think it's true. They all come here because when such a high level being comes here, right, you wonder why, right? Because they also want to kind of help out. That's why they brought the blueprint here. I invited Andy, right?
Yeah.
He brought it here, and it leads to him also getting stronger, also leads to his family also getting strong because he's also brought another two of his family members right here. And how
Yeah.
do I know? We do readings, we do scannings, right? And by doing the readings, I found that I can transfer it over to you guys, right?
Yeah.
And something even more incredible happened was once I got the infinite blueprint, which was like 2 weeks ago, I had
Mhm.
TJ scan me and I say, any other change or
Mhm.
difference? And he said, oh, there's like a symbol on your heart. And I go, a symbol? Like, what does a symbol look like? And he say, it's a golden infinity symbol.
Yeah.
And I go, okay, that's kind of like a superhero thing now, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that is. Yeah, it's like a symbol.
So I know before I said that I did a lot of readings on people, and nobody I found has the infinity symbol, right? Because there
Yeah.
was that one crazy guy that say, "Oh, you could take it easy. You know, you got infinite lives to get it right, right?" So that's why during the last 10 years, I was looking to see if anybody had that like infinity sign, right? That doesn't have like just 5 or 6 lives, right?
Yeah.
Which is like a human reading, right? When I do readings on human, it says, oh, they got blockages, they got chakras, they got even like hidden stuff, right?
Mhm.
And a lot of defects because
Yeah.
you know how I during the last session, before I put you with the new blueprint, before I
Yeah,
transferred, I did a thorough cleaning, right?
yeah, you had to remove all the defects that
You
were
know,
in me.
you were really good because you know how first we do a scan of your
Yeah,
mind, and then we did a scan of your body, and then the final thing was I did a scan of any hidden things, right? Like any hidden defects or attachments, right?
yeah,
And you got like nothing in the mind that was blocking you. There's no defects in your mind. And then
yeah.
when we scan your body, there was like no blocks in the body as compared to the last previous people before I put in the ultimate
Yeah.
blueprint. They
Well,
have.
yeah, I was using the neural beats, so I had a head start, I think, with I did so many
Yeah.
cleansings myself.
Yeah, so that was kind of like surprising that you were very clean.
That
And
surprised me as well, yeah.
you know how there was also a really bad thing that I found that was hidden
Yeah.
in each of you guys, like in Felix and in Jerry or Geraldine, and then you, right? Like after I did you, and obviously I also did Andy, was that each of you guys had a hidden thing, and that was like a demon from
Hmm.
Lucifer.
Yeah.
So what I did was I asked, well, in your case, I asked it to go and it went, but in the other two cases, I had to vaporize them because,
Or did they
you know,
refuse to go?
well, because they were too slow and I don't like that. I only give you like a minute. Like, what are you doing, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
it's time for you to leave. You don't belong here, right?
Mm,
So they won't leave. What I'm going to do, I don't have time to wait,
mm,
like maybe 10 years ago, right? So that's why I'm working on you guys because working on you guys is hard enough. If I have to start again on one guy, that would take
mm.
forever, right? Because they got so many defects, chakras, bad programming, just it just takes too long. So while working you guys, it's easy because you guys do the work yourselves, right? So when I scan, it's easy, right? It's not going to kill me with the workload, right? So people, they don't understand. Oh, I have to do other people. No, I don't have to do other people because it's too
Mm.
much work, right? So just realize that, right? You guys had hidden demons, right, from Lucifer.
Yeah.
So what I also found out, I had to deal with him later on with the elders, and some of the
Yeah.
elders is actually me as a soul split, like the future Louis guy. He's
Mm.
like a soul split, and he's telling me that he's going to help me. Like obviously he sides me because he's like my twin brother, right? He basically split from my soul because I do so much energy work, and just one day TJ say, "Oh, something split from you," and I go again. Right, you know what I mean? And then I
Yeah.
go, "Who's this guy?" Right, and he said, "Well, it's split from the future Louis guy, the guy that recently split from me. It was called the future Louis, and then there was another split from him, and
Mm.
they all have like different consciousness, right? Like once they split from my soul, they have different consciousness, but they're like the same guys, like my twin brother, right? You
Yeah.
know, they actually think like me, right? They're like very serious. They don't like joke around like, oh, you got infinite lives together, right? Yeah, that really screws you up, people. Don't do that type of stuff, right? That really
Yeah.
puts you in a really crazy mindset where like, oh, I do nothing. No, you got to
Yeah.
do something. You can't just sit around watching Netflix the whole day and say, oh, that's a good evening. That's not a good evening, right? You're watching TV doing nothing about your spirituality, and not even removing your karma. And you know what is told you about the karma in the normal guy, right? Like it doesn't get erased, right? Like you know
Mhm.
how I help you guys with the karma, like it may be like 100, right? And it's not also karma debt, it's also included your karma attacks, right?
Yeah.
And basically, if you don't pay for your karma now, you pay it in your next life, right? So you might be like a well-to-do guy now, but in your next life, trust me, you won't be a well-to-do guy, trust me, right? So what do you want to do? You want to pay now or you want to pay later, right? So for you guys, it's a heavy, heavy job. So when I remove your 100 karma, right?
Yeah.
You don't have that. It doesn't affect you. But you know what? I recently had something happen to one of my coworkers at work, right? He actually had his apartment burned down, right? I mean, luckily he had like a house insurance, right? If he had the house insurance, if he had no house insurance, he'll be
Yeah.
homeless, right? So what I did was I had TJ do a scan. I said, do a scan on this guy, right? And then he said he has 100 karma, and I go 100 karma, right? Then I go, oh, this guy doesn't know. Like, there's dangerous things happening now. He doesn't know, right? And he doesn't believe in God, right? So
Yeah.
he's not going to do nothing with his karma. He's just going to let it go. Danger zone, man. danger zone. I'm telling you, like we have no karma, but when I see people playing reckless things like, reckless driving, and it happens here in BC all the time. I mean, people see it like there's like so many deaths in because people
Yeah.
here they just drive reckless. It's like Mad Max, trust me. They have to, like high horsepower EVs, right? Like the Teslas that go so fast. So they're reckless. They don't know that they
Yeah.
got bad karma and, it's a fuel mixture that is not good outcome, right? But they don't know. I mean, I don't need to tell them because they don't believe anyways, right? So when I see that happen and I go right away, I know it's bad karma. Why? Because I do readings on people that I know and it's already bad karma, right?
Yeah.
So I can't do nothing if you do nothing. If you watch Netflix the whole night, thinking you got infinite lives, you don't have infinite lives. Most people only have 5 or 6 lives. And look at Tesla, right? This is Nikola Tesla, one of my mentors, right, that I ask questions to. And look at him. He only was able to answer 4 responses, and the teachers say no more. And I go, why? And he say, oh, he no longer exists. And I go, well, then that means that he didn't really finish his 5th life. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was supposed to have a 5th life. He didn't even finish that. All of a sudden, it was static. Same
Yeah.
thing happened with Einstein. After the 4th life, it was like really quick. It was like
Yeah. They disappear very fast.
very fast. I think they were just losing energy, like just too much, right?
Yeah.
Because, in your last life, it's never 100%. It may be 40%, maybe. But from what I see people, what they're doing in the current life, I think it's going to be like really, really, low, like maybe
Yeah.
20, maybe 30, maybe less. Because as you see on TV all these young stars, beautiful stars, right?
Yeah.
Handsome, right? How they don't last that long. See?
It makes me sad seeing people that I really like, my friends and things like that. They're quite low energy and they're well-meaning people, but you just see them quite tired a lot, and I
Well,
just notice the
this
soul capacity is quite
well,
low.
well, they think they got infinite lives
Yeah.
coming coming from that dummy video guy, I'm quite sure because when you learn the
Yeah.
bad traits, it doesn't get away from your brain. It sticks like
Yeah.
it just
Glue.
sticks to it and it's just going to drive you into the ground and it's not
Yeah.
a good thing.
Please like, please share, and please subscribe to our channel.
Please like, please share, and please subscribe to our channel.